Welcome to Social Elo Ministries, where we are committed to glorifying God while exposing the devil. Some gifts from God are actually ungodly. But before I continue, let me state that I am not using that term to refer to the Lord bringing an ungodly person into your life to be your spouse. Do not be unequally yoked. Let me turn to 2 Corinthians 12 to give an example of an ungodly gift that was actually godly. The Apostle Paul wrote, in verse 7, "And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of revelations." And I'll pause right there. So in that case, the revelations that the Apostle Paul received, those were gifts from God, godly gifts. And in 1 Corinthians 12, the apostle speaks about the gifts of the Holy Spirit. And three of the primary revelatory gifts are words of wisdom, words of knowledge, and prophecy. So those are godly gifts. So again, "And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations," those godly gifts, "there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me." So the Lord gave the Apostle Paul these revelations, and he also gave him a thorn in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to buffet him. And it continues, "Lest should I be exalted above measure." So that was to ensure the messenger of Satan, that ungodly gift, was to ensure that the Apostle Paul would not get puffed up with pride. And there are many ministers throughout the ages who have fallen because of one thing: pride. Pride is also one of those things that got that was actually funny. Pride is actually one of those things that got the devil cast out of heaven. Now, for a second I was tempted to restart the video, but that would have been a matter of pride. So I'm going to let my verbal fupa, so to speak, remain in this video. The Lord will do things to control our pride. If pride gets out of control, we will become at enmity with God. "For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore, I shall take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong." And one of the things the apostle mentioned was about in persecutions. Sometimes that ungodly gift comes in the form of being persecuted. There are many ministers who are so concerned about their reputations that the moment someone starts speaking out against him or her, even when what is being said is true, that minister gets offended and may even try retaliating. In some cases, someone speaks out against a minister, but because the minister is operating in pride, he or she gets offended, thinking that the person is speaking about him or her, when that's not even the case. So again, pride is one of those things that places us at enmity with God. So yes, there are some gifts from God that are actually ungodly. But again, I am not saying this to refer to relationships. Pride.